Winter is fast approaching and temperatures fast plunging. Many homes keep their windows shut tight, leaving the air inside stale and stuffy. And we have some solutions for that. And for that, we have Audrey Young in the studio. Morning, Audrey.
Good morning, Audrey.
Good morning. You're absolutely right. So now in this season, as the weather is growing colder, purifying the air inside the home is becoming very important. Let me tell you an interesting statistic. Actually, 60% of the various chemicals and pollutants found in the air inside our homes, it's actually caused by our wallpapers and our floors.
Wallpaper and floors.
And
Your wallpaper pollutes your home?
surprising, right? That actually indoors, it could be actually more damaging than saying being outdoors. And so today I'll be showing you a couple of items where we can actually learn on how we can purify the air inside the home. And so let's have a look at some
All
of these.
right.
These days, interest in air indoors is growing due to growing cases of atopy and rhinitis. As such, construction materials made of natural materials are on the rise. The material of this wallpaper and flooring is pure corn extract. It has no harmful substances that can affect breathing, and as it's natural, it has excellent antibacterial effects.
Compared to conventional wallpapers, using an eco-friendly wallpaper helps to reduce indoor air pollution by 15 to 25%. Moreover, using both an eco-friendly wallpaper and flooring can reduce indoor air pollution by 50%.
This breathable tile is made of natural mud and helps control humidity indoors. The tile's fine pores either suck in excess moisture or let out moisture when it is too dry, and if outdoor and indoor temperature differences are high, it produces dew. Now, there is something special about these wallpapers. Can any one of you guess?
They look like ordinary wallpapers.
They're made of
They're
gold.
clean, too.
Actually, they are liquid wallpapers.
Oh.
So you can put on this wallpaper as if you're painting a wall, like here's, and it emits far infrared radiation and anions, keeping mold away and neutralizing harmful substances.
Anions, huh?
Printing.
So word gets
Interesting.
used on the show a lot.
So after setting it up, if you find any impurities or materials that don't belong there, you can wipe it away with tissue, and the wallpaper also comes in a variety of patterns.
Very pretty, too.
Well, if you could get all those nice colors in there and to be environmentally safe and good for your home at the same time, what more can you ask for when it comes to home and interior? But I was amazed by the wall tiles that absorb humidity.
You were amazed. I was amazed. After I was spraying it, literally, I think it was like 2 or 3 seconds later, I literally saw the droplets disappear before my eyes.
Wow.
But I think give it a grace period of, say, maybe like 5 or 7 minutes. If I touch it, I think it would actually be really dry.
And especially at this time of the year when the weather is too dry, the air is too dry, then some people actually tend to dry their laundries indoors because they think that it will kind of increase their humidity
I do
inside
that
the
sometimes.
It does
Yeah,
work.
exactly.
I mean, you can feel the humidity.
Actually, though, that's actually not good for your health because if the humidity actually gets too high, it generates mold on your walls.
Back to hanging my
tricky.
clothes out the window again. What about other materials? We saw the liquid wallpaper there.
Well, this is one thing called a salt house, and as you know, as the name goes, it's made up of a lot of salt. So instead of using wallpaper, you use salt to cover the walls, and this salt it's special. It's roasted at a temperature of 780 degrees Celsius, and then it's matured.
This is the salt
Okay, those are the salt
wallpaper.
grains.
So it sucks in the fine dust and germs in the air.
All right, that house never needs seasoning.
A little pepper in there, you're good to go, yeah?
That was just funny. But let's talk about these vase. What are we looking at here?
So this is it lets out natural crystals that's naturally found in ceramics.
Can I take one?
Yeah, sure. Have a feel of that. Have you all got one each?
So this is a salt rock.
So, are you gonna think it's really weird if I taste this?
Yes.
Yes, but do it anyway.
A little bit.
Apparently these are
salt.
from the Himalayas.
Oh, really? Wow. Wow,
Try it.
interesting. Yeah, I did. It's salty.
Steve, all you need
Whoa.
is peppers here, right?
And a steak.
And you put it on a steak, right? Yeah. No, but it'll be a hassle if you want to change the bulb because you'd have to take out all the salt, yeah?
Yes,
Okay,
I would guess so. You have to.
So I can see how that works. Basically, the heat of the bulb kind of heats up the rocks around it, and then that releases the anions, kind of cleansing and releasing ions into the air.
Purifying the air and also controlling the humidity. And obviously, as you just saw, as you just said, it also acts as a lamp, so it doubles up. It's two
very
things.
It
beautiful.
looks
Clever.
cool.
Clever, and it looks
kind of
good.
creates a nice little ambience. You could have one of those, dim the lights, put on some nice jazz.
That's right.
It'll be a good conversational opener when you have guests over too.
That too.
Right, and some of the products that you mentioned, I think, is really practical. At the same time, it doesn't really, you don't really need to change the whole interior of your house. So that's, I think that's
Right.
really nice.
There's also one easy thing that you can do.
Okay.
And I haven't mentioned it yet, but I think everyone knows.
Open the windows.
But it's cold these days, so we can't open the windows. But I mean, just get a plant, a potted plant. It's so simple. It's so cheap. It's affordable, and it's so simple. And it's so easy to maintain.
Right.
Are you sure about that?
You haven't been to my house.
Steve
have
begs
you?
to differ, right?
Plant killer.
Do you still have your plants, by the way?
I do. They're alive.
They're
and well.
alive. I'm amazed.
We'll see after I go home this morning.
All right. Thank you, Audrey, for that.
Thank you.
That wraps up this edition of Korea Today.
And
thank you for
don't-
watching.
Yes, and don't forget.